Today we will be testing the Heikin Ashi LongTerm Candlestick Oscillator.
But before we do, if you have not watched the first video on the channel and all the videos after that, you need to go do that now. Here at the Academy of Forex, we are building the best trading system possible as a team. There is also a link down below to sign up for TradingView. You can save a little bit of money if you use the link below to sign up for your account. You can also find a link below to join us on Discord. Lastly, if you would like a list of all the indicators we have tested along with their win rates, but you aren't interested in watching all the videos on the channel, you can sign up for our $9 Patreon, and you will receive the complete list of indicators. We also would like to introduce our Patreon exclusive Discord channel. As a $9 Patreon, you will be invited to join an exclusive Discord channel where we will give you a list of winning indicators and links for the MT platform, give you winning strategies, post trade ideas, give advanced advice, and much more. So click the link below to join our Patreon.
Alright, as I said, today we will be testing the Heikin Ashi LongTerm Candlestick Oscillator. Before we do though, I wanted to put the testing scoreboard up for everyone to see. So to date, we have tested a total of 51 different strategies, with 13 of them being profitable. We've also tested a total of 633 indicators, with 256 of them being winners. The best ones so far were able to achieve a 100% win rate. Now you need to go back and watch those videos to understand the context of how they were able to achieve that. So go back and watch those videos and see what you can get out of those winning indicators. And keep in mind that we test most of these strategies and indicators on the Forex market, but they can be applied to just about any market universally. Alright, so today's indicator is the Heikin Ashi LongTerm Candlestick Oscillator. And you can see it here on the bottom of the screen. No, it doesn't look much like an oscillator as you would expect it to look. Typically an oscillator is just a single line oscillating and moving along. And you can see that this one has basically a zero line, and it has these green bars above the zero and these red bars below the zero. And so the setup on this is pretty easy, as I'm sure you can guess. What we're looking for is when we get red bars, a red bar on the bottom side, then we are going to go short. When we get a green bar on the top side, then we are going to go long. So that's what we're looking for. Let's go ahead and get on with the testing and see what we can get out of this. Alright, so the first signal that we pick up is a long signal. You can see right here we get that break from the red and it turns into a green bar. We enter right here and immediately price reverses and starts pushing down on us. That one does come down and get us stopped out. Then we pick up a short as price action pushes down really nicely there. And that one we entered there and we're able to get a nice little push to the downside, which does get us to our take profit. Let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so the next signal that we pick up is also a long signal here. Just like before, we get this long signal, and almost immediately, the very next candle, we get a push to the downside, and it continues to push down really heavily there, stopping us out on that long there. Then we pick up a short right here on this one, and we are able to get a push to the downside, which barely comes down and hits our take profit. Before then it starts to do some other things there. So let's go ahead and continue on. All right, so one more time here, we pick up another long signal, and once again we get a immediate push to the downside, which does come down and stop us out on that long. And once again we pick up a short right here. We get a little bit of a pullback, puts a little bit of heat on our stop, but not quite enough to stop us out before it then continues pushing downward there and gets us to our take profit. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and fast forward through the testing. That way things don't get too long, and we'll pick this up when we are at the end of the year. Alright, so that's going to put us at the end right there. Before we take a look at what this was able to achieve, now would be a good time to say that if you are interested in excelling your trading knowledge, I highly recommend that you join our Patreon only channel on our Discord server. You can find a link to our Patreon down below, as well as a link to our Discord. Once you sign up as a patron, it'll give you access to the Patreon only channel, where we post some really great advanced information about trading strategies, trading indicators, and trading philosophy in general. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you'll get access to the full list of indicators that we have tested. That comes in an Excel version and a PDF version, and you will get that full list of indicators showing exactly which indicators were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates. And you'll get access to an Excel sheet of all the strategies that we have tested that shows exactly which strategies were winners, which ones were losers, as well as their win rates, and links to go back and review those individual strategies. And so there is a lot of benefits to becoming a patron of the channel, and it doesn't cost hardly anything at all. I highly recommend it. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at our indicator here. Everything in focus. There and there. Alright, let's go ahead and count it out and see what we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we have 12 trades altogether, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 winning trades. And so that almost got us to that 60% criteria that we were looking for, just not quite there. And so yeah, it's a little bit of a shame, because it seemed like it was doing rather well, but it kept getting these fake out type moments right here. And so the issue is that it was just a tad bit too slow at catching these moments of I mean, I guess it could be considered too fast or too slow. In my opinion, too slow at catching these kind of reversal points or these corrections in the market. If it had been a little bit quicker on these, maybe 3 or 4 candles quicker, then a lot of these would have actually been decent wins, and we wouldn't have taken so many losing trades, a losing trade, a winning trade, a losing trade, a winning trade type, trend that we had there. And so if, like I said, if we had caught a few of these moves, 3, 4, 5 of them a little bit earlier, then it would have done really well. And so, like I said, it is unfortunate. This one will have to go on the no list, and we'll move on to the next indicator from here.